WavyOcho, I'm gonna react to how NBA Lil Pap got 5 years for ending G Money. Alright.
Police are looking into a deadly shooting that claimed the life of a local rapper. Police say someone shot and killed 22-year-old Garrett Burton on Dallas Street around 1:20 last night. Burton performed under the name G Money. Right now, police have not named any suspects or motive. If you can help police or have any tips, you can report them anonymously to Crime Stoppers. That number 344-STOP. And remember, your tip could lead to a cash reward.
Hey man, stay safe world. You already know what's going on. So by now, y'all probably know about the 2017 murder of TBG affiliate G Money, who was killed outside of his recording studio at 1 a.m. on Dallas Drive. And the main suspect from the case was none other than NBA YoungBoy associate Lil Pop. Breaking news today basically came out that Lil Pop is only going to end up getting 5 years for a murder of G Money, man. It's a whole crazy situation. We got to get into the whole situation and the beef that caused this, and how on earth he was able to get out of a mandatory life sentence and was able to get into a plea deal that allowed him to only get 5 years in prison, man. Let's get into this shit right now, but before we do, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run on this video, man. Check out the merch link in the description at staysafeworld.com, man. Let's tap into this shit. This is one of the craziest stories in recent memory on rap music, but basically rising Baton Rouge star G Money was allegedly killed by a close associate of NBA YoungBoy because of a rival beef that had going on. On January 8th of 2018, Lil Pop had one count of second-degree murder over the 2017 shooting of G Money. According to documents, investigators say a feud over a rap song ignited the feud when G Money released a song dissing NBA YoungBoy's sister. In August of 2017, the pair started disrespecting each other on interviews and on other social media accounts. Then in September of that year, G Money was shot dead in the parking lot of his recording studio. Police say in the days prior to Burton's death, both Burton and Golden made several social media posts about one another, which further exacerbated tensions between two rival music groups. When Burton was killed, members of NBA group were immediately developed as suspects due to the ongoing rap feud. NBA Lil Pop, born DeAndre Fields, told police he was a shooter for the NBA YoungBoy gang. And while NBA YoungBoy was not a suspect in the slaying, local detectives say a violent feud is taking place between members of NBA gang and Top Boy Gorilla gang. In May 2018, Desmond Dump Hardette, NBA YoungBoy's agent, was shot and killed. Then in November of 2018, TBG rapper known as Boulevard Quick was killed. So it's like an ongoing thing.
Yeah, it's an ongoing cycle, but shit, this shit never stops, bro. That shit never stops, bro. But if you live in that, like, you know, lifestyle, like that, like street lifestyle, that shit's gonna happen, bro. You know, that shit's gonna happen, bro. So, yeah, man.
And if you've been following this channel,
Black people killing each other and all that, but like, bro, like, while you in the streets, bro, you wildin', bro. They don't care.
I've been reporting on the Baton Rouge, basically war in Baton Rouge, and the shit is super crazy, man. It's something that, like, it's not just these groups that have been beefing, because there's been random rappers I remember last year that got sprayed up and killed. So it's like one of those places that is super, super dangerous. And honestly, G Money, I was literally just thinking about him yesterday, which is crazy that this development came out today. I was just wondering about him because his music was super fire and people were huge ass fans.
I ain't gonna lie, like, I didn't, when he was, I ain't gonna lie, when G Money was alive, I didn't listen to him, bro. I didn't even know who he was, bro. Like, to be honest with you, bro. Like, I knew who he was after his death, bro. That's how I found out about G Money, bro. You heard, bro. I didn't find out like who he was. I didn't find out who he was when he was alive. I found out after, after his, death. You know, his situation with YoungBoy and all that. But yeah, bro.
Had a good fan base. He could have been where Fredo Bang is today, or maybe even bigger. So the fact that his life was tragically ended sucks, but you know, it's the street life, which is the sad part. But the crazy thing is NBA Lil Pop was facing a mandatory life sentence if he was convicted of killing G Money. He had a crazy interview with police at the time where he said that he had no involvement in it. However, he did admit if someone in the NBA crew were to shoot somebody, it would be him. Man, what? He said, to be honest, me is the most likely person to shoot someone. Police eventually discovered that Fields' phone records didn't match up with the story, and he was actually in Baton Rouge the night of the murder, rather than his claims that he was fled the city with his family in fear of retaliation. Youngboy Never Broke Again, who remains behind bars at the time, had his attorney deny that he had anything to do with Burton's murder. We basically got the news on Monday afternoon that Lil Pop, aka DeAndre DeMarcus Field, was accepting a plea deal according to the second-degree murder indictment filed against Field 2 years ago. They said he was the triggerman who shot and killed G Money, whose real name was Garrett Burton, outside his music studio. But the fallout from these shootings basically spilled over into Fields' case and made it difficult for the state to prosecute him for Burton's murder. East Baton Rouge Parish District Attorney Hiller Moore said in a statement, Donovan Cortez Jefferson, a key witness to Burton's shooting, was indicted in 2020 on an unrelated second-degree murder allegations himself, and they said that he shot and killed a 41-year-old Derek Jones inside Jim Taylor Drive apartment in November 2019. Jefferson, who's still battling these cases, is scheduled to stand trial on March 27th, and they say that this Jefferson case created a serious issue to the successful trial of DeAndre Fields, as the state's eyewitness had been indicted for a homicide himself. Moore said in a statement, there was no other direct information outside of some circumstantial evidence to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Fields was responsible for the homicide. Fields of New Roads agreed to a negotiated deal between prosecutors and his attorney that saw his charge drop to accessory after the fact of murder, a non-violent offense that exposed him to only 5 years behind bars. He will serve that sentence as he serves a 3-year prison stint for a federal weapons charge he picked up last year while awaiting trial. Under the circumstances, the state was not in any other position but to resolve this matter under these circumstances. My office has discussed these issues with Mr. Burton's family prior to accepting the case. Fields was slated to try this week in a state court on second-degree murder indictment for which he faced a mandatory life sentence if convicted. According to his new indictment on the accessory charge, he was simply in the car with a group of people, one of whom was alleged murder, when Burton was shot and killed. Prosecutors allege Field assisted the killer afterwards. With this agreement, the sentencing and the charge was greatly reduced from what it was, and Fields loudly proclaimed his innocence in the courtroom after Stuart Theria, a prosecutor from the East Baton Rouge Parish District Attorney's Office, announced the offer. Fields could be overheard telling his attorney, I can't take time for something that I didn't do. Later, after discussing the agreement with his family, he told a loved one he was 100% innocent but couldn't gamble with the risk of being incarcerated for life and not taking the plea deal. Fields remained adamant even as he entered his former plea. I'm going to agree with the deal, but I want to say for the record I'm 100% innocent, he told the judge. That seems to jeopardize the agreement. Well, if you're not guilty, you're not guilty, McDonald said. It's in my best interest to accept the plea, Fields relented at the urging attorney Bob Tucker. This is just one of the crazy examples of him just sticking to the code, not saying shit, and them just not having evidence. I've never seen something this crazy. They literally had no evidence because the other witness in the trial basically committed a murder himself. That's how crazy Baton Rouge is, man. That the people who witness something go and kill something themselves, so the character of the witness is in question, so they can't even really take up the trial. There's no witness of anything. And even with prior statements, he was able to get off, man. I don't know if he still had that public defender, but whatever he did, man, that dude, I don't know if it was his lawyer or whatever the case is, but that's like some Saul Goodman shit, man. They got him off easy, and he's only gonna end up getting 5 years, man. Shit is super.
So this man gonna get 5 years, bro. Surprised he didn't get like more than that, bro. That ass.
crazy, but hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think about that shit. Y'all think he really beat that shit, or you think it was just a misunderstanding or some shit? And if they feel that he just assisted the person and that's the only evidence they had, how come, where's everyone else in the car? You know, that shit is crazy, man. It makes you think. But hey, let me know what y'all think. Real say shit. You already know what's going on. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Hey, I got some courses for people that are trying to do YouTube commentary and shit like that will basically teach you the ins and outs of creating a YouTube channel like this and commentating and how to get 1,000 subscribers.
Okay, that's the vid. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about NBA YoungBoy, G Money, NBA Lil Pap, Fredo Bang, and all that situation. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think about this situation involving NBA Lil Pap and G Money. Him, him about to do 5 years. Him being bugged and about to do 5 years. And let me know what y'all think about Fredo Bang and NBA YoungBoy squashing their beef, bro. So yeah, bro, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. Whoever you're checking out, you are.